Hi, this is IK Tutors, and we're doing another HESI question. So with this question, they're asking us to uh, multiply and divide fractions. So let's see, it's a word problem as well. So we'll approach it from the word problem perspective. Okay. So what do we do whenever we encounter a word problem in a HESI? First thing we need to do is translate the word problem into an equation and then solve the equation for the unknown. That it doesn't matter what type of word problem it is. This happens to be a fraction word problem or a ratio word problem. It doesn't matter. We're always going to do the same two steps. We have to translate that word problem into an equation and then solve the equation for the unknown. All right. So in order to determine which type of equation we need, we have to know what type of word problem it is. How do we determine that? We look at the numbers in the word problem. Here we see that we have 3/16 and 8/9. Those are ratios. So we know we're dealing with ratios, with fractions, right? So now we know that we have to use a dictionary, right? There's a dictionary that we use to translate regular languages, and there's also a dictionary we use to translate from English or word problem to a math equation, right? Fortunately, a dictionary only has 4 words in it. Well, maybe 5 if you count two of them twice. All right, so let's go over to the dictionary. Dictionary is right here, and we see that we have the word is translates to the equal sign, the word of translates to the multiplication function, right? Multiplication operation. The word out of translates to the division operation, and the word what or how represent the unknown variable x. So now let's use this dictionary to translate our word problem into an equation so that we can solve the equation for the unknown variable, right? So the word what we see is x is equals, we have our numbers 3/16, and then the other number we have of, which means multiplication, so we're multiplying these, right? We get that from our dictionary. And then the other number is 8/9. Right. So we see that we want to multiply 3/16 by 8/9. This is our equation, and we're going to go ahead and carry it out. So what we should do is, whenever we're multiplying two fractions or ratios, right, we're going to cancel out anything that matches in the top and bottom, whether it be units, be the same units in the top and bottom, or the same factors. We're going to go ahead and cancel them out. So if we see even numbers, we should try to factor those out to see if there's any common factors. So let's go ahead and do that. Now that's one way, one approach. Another approach is just multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, and then see what you get. But these numbers, we have two even numbers and two odd numbers. There's a lot of factors that factor out, so it's going to be a lot easier to do it that way. So 3 is 1 times 3, which is no big deal, right? And I'm just factoring these numbers in the top and bottom so we can see what the common factors are, and then we can cancel those before we do the multiplication. So 16 is 4 times 4, right? Now the other fraction, we have 8, which is 2 times 4. The dot represents times. And then we have, oops, I said 2 times 8. Silly me. 2 times 4 I meant to put down there. And then we have 9, which is 3 times 3. Now, like we said, we're going to multiply across, but we're going to cancel out anything that's in common. If they're common numbers or common factors, they're going to cancel out top and bottom, or if it's common units. So here we have a 3 in the top that cancels out with a 3 in the bottom. So that's going. And then we have a 4 on the top, which cancels out with a 4 on the bottom. So what are we left with? With just 1 on the top. Now, to do multiplication, we have to multiply across the top and then multiply across the bottom. So when we do the multiplication, it's 1 times 2 on the top, which is just 2, and 4 times 3 on the bottom, which is 12. Actually, we could have factored out some more. I just realized that, right? And if we look at this, we see that, okay, it's 2 over 12. We can even, this is a factor of what? 1 times 2, and this is a factor of what? 2 times 6. So we have a 2 in the top and bottom that cancel out, and our end result is going to be 1/6. So 1/6 is our answer. Right. And we could have done that over here, right? We could have factored out a 2, said 4 is 2 times 2 and cancel out a 2 and but it's all right. Sometimes just be careful when you're looking at stuff and you see you get two even numbers on the top and bottom. You know there's more factoring you can do. So that's kind of like a little alert to know that, hey, there's more. If I have two even numbers in the top and bottom, that means that there's more factoring you can do. So that's how you know. Okay. So I hope that helps. And if it did, please remember to like and subscribe. And I will see you on the next video. Have an amazing day.